This video is sponsored by Banggood. Hello there and welcome. I'm Ole Brøgger, and if you're new here, I really hope I'll earn your subscription today. CNC machines. Well, I've never worked with one of those before, but it seems like they are not far from using 3D printers or laser cutters. Banggood was so kind to send me this one. 45 kilos or 100 pounds TwoTrees TT6050. There is a lot of parts here and a very thick guide to assemble it. Let's see if it's that easy to use a CNC machine like this compared to 3D printers and laser cutters. But first, I will need to assemble it, so we better get started. Well, this took a couple of hours, but it's finally assembled. The only thing I didn't do was getting some cables organized, because I am going to take this part off so I can move this heavy beast to my workshop. So we better go out there. Well, I finally set up the machine here in my workshop, and I'm actually out of room, but I managed to find some big blocks of wood, and now it is very stable. I also attached the clamps and the probe so we can determine the height on the focus. Yeah, not focus, because focusing is on the laser. So this is to determine the height between the bit and the material we are going to engrave. But I'll start trying to perform some tests and see how this machine works. And as I said in the intro, I've never worked with CNC machines before, so I am very excited about trying this out. So let's try to power it on. Well, it got power. We also got to talk about some safety here, and these machines can be harmful. I've seen some videos where something goes wrong. So this machine is equipped with an infrared detector, so if you get near this field while the machine is running, it will just shut down immediately. And then in the box, some hearing protection and your eye protection, which is also very important. What I really love about this machine is that you can adjust everything manually. So if you want to fine-tune something and adjust the machine so it can hit the material where you want it, this is just awesome. But I'll try to put in some material here and let's see how it goes. I got a piece of MDF. It's a bit big, but I think it should fit right in here. I really need to tighten those clamps. We don't want anything to go anywhere. And then we can power on the machine. First, we need to measure the distance with the probe. And now we should be ready to start the program. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's use some sandpaper just to see how it went. I think that weird sound we heard was something that slid, and I don't know what it is, but I have to figure that out. Let's jump in a week, because this was not as easy as I thought it was. I tested a lot on this board, and this was the first test I ran. I figured out why this was slipping, and it was because there was a screw that wasn't tight enough on the snail rod that was driving the y-axis. So sometimes it just released itself and it was slipping these, I think, maybe ½ an inch. But after that and changing the bits, I actually managed to make my logo here. And I also tried some other materials. We also got some plywood, and it took a lot of effort. You can see here, that was where I was testing while it was still slipping. And I even tried some pine wood here, and yeah, the logo isn't that nice on this one. And then I tried out some foam. I think that was quite successful. And foam, it actually works pretty well. It's also cheap if you're going to test something. And the reason why I want to cut foam is because I want to make some dungeon tiles. I want to make textures for roads, city tiles, and all that stuff. And I think this machine actually is capable of doing so. I tried some very cheap black 5mm foam, engraved my name, and again the test logo. And finally I went to some of the bigger and thicker foam, my logo again, the same here. And then I actually started to make some textures. And then I ended up with something I could use. And it started out here. Finally, I actually got a result. And here it is. I really like this. It took about 15 minutes to carve out this. And now I just need to roll it with a rock or some tin foil. And then we got some pretty cool dungeon tiles. The learning curve on this is a very steep one for me. I know how to use the laser cutters, I know how to use 3D printers, and I will say anyone can use the software for a laser cutter or a 3D printer, no matter if it's a resin printer or FDM printer. But this, the software for these CNC machines, it's made by engineers to engineers. And I know a lot of people have a year-long education in using these machines, and I have just used this for a week, and I think I achieved something, but it is not easy to use a CNC machine. 3D printers and laser cutters are based on the same principles, but you have so many more factors in a CNC machine. You have a ton of different types of bits, you have the speed on the rotation, and you have those extra axes. And you can get CNC machines with 5 axes, and then everything will just get even more complicated. CNC machines is maybe not the way to start, but I think it is very fun, and I really love using this machine. And I also made a couple of things that were more useful, except for the dungeon tiles. This is a test cut for a cutting board. I wanted to give my wife a new cutting board. I actually came up with this. I made this earlier today, and it needed some sanding, but otherwise I'm quite satisfied with the result of this. It was not easy to figure out how to do this, but I found a piece of software that is pretty new, MillMage. It is the same vendor as Lightburn, and it is very similar to Lightburn. It is also very easy to use. I think that is something I'm going to buy, because if I'm going to run something on this machine, it will definitely be that software. The GBL software, not so much. I think it's too steep a learning curve. MillMage, I think that will be the future for me. And one more thing I need to mention when using these CNC machines. I really need something to suck out all this dust. And I know you can get a vacuum for this machine that can be mounted right here. And I think I'm also going to invest in one of those because it is very messy and my whole workshop is just so full of dust, and now I'm gonna spend a couple of hours cleaning everything up. And finally, thank you so much to Banggood for sending me this TwoTrees TT6050 machine. I really appreciate that a lot, and it is going to be very useful for what I'm going to do in the future. And Banggood is having their spring sale at the moment, so you're in luck if you want a machine like this, the TwoTrees CNC machine TT6050. Use the coupon code and the link below and you can get this for $9.99. This is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you already haven't done it, hit that subscribe button up here. Leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And I will see you soon.